Okay, aspiring cave women and cavemen. This is the Caveman in Japan, getting ready for a barbecue. This is basically a Columbia Alumni Association event where Matsui Senshu, also known as AKA KJ, professional basketball player for the Toyota Alvark team here in Japan. I left at halftime to prepare a little post-game barbecue for everybody. The problem is, Hajime just sent me a text that the game is over. They're taking a picture and then are heading straight over here. And I am not fully prepared yet, so we'll show some multitasking here. So do a quick sharpening of this knife. This will be for the cutting of the beef. I've got some hot dogs and sausages on the barbecue now. They're somewhat processed with nitrates and stuff like that, so I will not be eating those, but I am not someone who's going to impose my new dietary restrictions on others, so we'll definitely let everyone eat how they want. And then I do need to check on the sausages real quick, see if they are at the right temp. Okay, all right, seems to be coming along nicely. So again, in the middle I've got these Johnsonville brats. I think I actually looked at the ingredients on that, and they didn't seem too highly processed, so I mean, probably not the worst choice in the world by any means. Some of these other ones, again, these are a little bit burnt, so we're not really supposed to be doing that. You want to minimize the AGEs. I have it on low heat, but trying to multitask a little bit here. Went to the basketball game with my daughter. My buddy Hajime is taking her home in a cab with the rest of the alumni. Okay, so that's actually looking pretty good. Let me just crank it up for a second, get some heat going, and then just leave it off. So trap a little bit of heat in there. Do that. Oh, hey Steve-O. Steve-O likes coming out on the deck with me, but it's been raining all day, so we're gonna try to keep people off the deck and not track all of the wetness into the house. We'll see how that works. Okay, so that's good. I am going to shut this off. Shut off the gas, and then I'm going to just close that, and we'll keep cooking, and it'll be fine. Okay, now I'd like to get to some of the more important prep stuff that I wanted to show you. So I met another Yale alum last night at a poker game that he actually organized. His name is Matthew Kyle. I lost a bunch of money to him. He played basketball at Yale in the same era that KJ played. Well, he was at Columbia, and man, KJ had an awesome move today. It was like I jumped out of my chair. Anyway, so I've invited Matthew Kyle to join us. I'd only met him a couple times, but after giving a bunch of money to him last night, I thought it would be fun for him to see an old rival from the Ivy League, and So he's like 6'11". He's pretty funny to see him walking around Tokyo. Anyway, so this is again today I have a whole bunch of different meats. Some of them are from my buddy that does newsy beef. We've got ribeyes, sirloins, and lamb chops here, and I've also got some other New Zealand grass-fed ribeyes and fillets as well. So again, the big secret for just cooking a good steak almost all the time is a big thick cut. So I'm thinking that's probably about 4.5 to 5 centimeters right there. There's another 4.5 to 5 centimeter one there. Do another. I think I am just gonna cook all this stuff up, and then just one more here. I am in a little bit of a rush because I did not think the game was going to end this quickly. So I need some more oven paper. Okay, here it is. Oven paper. Put one of these down here. And then, so it's basically spring has sprung here in Tokyo. So the coconut oil is getting to a very soft stage now. So sometimes in the wintertime I have to heat it up a little bit to slather on the meat, but now it's kind of warm enough, so I am still going to use a brush. So put these guys down here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually, my wife and I are both rushing around right now because we didn't think people were going to show up so quickly, but so that's the ice in the background there. Okay, so here we go. First, got to start off with a little crazy mixed up salt from Jane's Hotel Restaurant, crazy mixed up salt. So again, I do believe this is gluten-free, only herbs and such and salt, I believe. So what I like to do is just put a little sprinkling on one side, and since these are quite thick, you know, it's not going to overwhelm the steak flavor at all. You see this is nicely marbled and stuff like that. So what I usually do is that, and then flip them. Kind of rub the rub in there a little bit. More. The last one. Rub the crazy Jane in there. Okay, and then another sprinkling of Jane's crazy mixed up salt, which I've been using this for probably 20 years or so, maybe, yeah, 18, 20 years. And I just like the taste back then. I didn't even care if it was gluten-free. And now I do care. Okay, so here we have the semi-gelatinous coconut oil, and we're gonna slather that on there. Slather, because we like this coconut oil. Has a high smoke point, good medium chain triglycerides. This is what we want for getting on a ketogenic diet and maintaining ketosis. And so we got the good animal fat, we got the good plant-based fat going on there. Okay, so that I've done one side. I often just do one side to get a decent sear at the beginning. So that's the deal with this. So I have a feeling that people are going to show up very soon, so I am going to plate up the hot dogs on this plate right now before they show up. burn boys here. Oops. I wish I was paying a little bit more attention on these guys. I'm sure. Let's put as many burned ones as close to the bottom as possible. I do have a reputation to uphold as a good griller, so and again, this is a little bit of the anal side of me. I like to kind of plate everything up, even hot dogs, in a kind of a nice manner. Whoa! But I just kind of ruined my little art project here. Okay, so those are, I think this is like a local Japanese apple smoked dog type thing. I did not even check the ingredient list on those, so I'm actually planning on avoiding a lot of the pork sausages tonight, just because I didn't take the time to read the ingredient list. But again, as I said, the Johnsonville brats, though, I think it seemed pretty innocuous. I think the only real additives was like sodium of some sort, and that's likely more for a preservative reason than anything else. But again, on the Caveman in Japan diet, what we always want to do is be as natural as possible. And then, okay, so the sausages are good to go. And now I'm gonna turn the grill back on. That burner's on. That burner's on. Okay, let that heat up a little bit. So, all right, at least I got this first barbecue course ready to go, which means people can show up and I don't have to worry about them being entertained with food. We've got that taken care of. So there's sausages. Now I am going to do the burgers. These again are on top. I have my buddy's Newsy beef, 100% grass fed, and I believe grass finished. So I just learned this fairly recently that labeling is so weird. You can kind of get away with a lot of stuff sometimes, but I heard that many times you can grass feed the cattle and then finish them with grain feed, and sounds a little disingenuous to me. I don't know how much truth there is to this, but so really it's the grain feeding that creates the fat in the beef, because what's essentially happening is the animal's system is overloading with the grain, and oh my goodness, this piece is, I have to fix that. Oh, I think I just heard a screw fall out before. Anyway, so basically, I mean, that's what foie gras is, right? You force feed a goose or a duck until it overloads the liver, and That's why you get the fatty liver for a duck or a goose. Okay, so we've got that done. Oh, actually, I was doing something else. I took the ribeyes and put them out there earlier than I was supposed to, because I'm gonna layer some fillets on top of this one. Okay, so again, I'm trying to stay as sanitary as possible, keeping kind of the bloody juices, raw bloody juices away from other stuff. See if I can get this right on there, like that. So anyway, Matthew was like negotiating with his wife. I'm sorry, I think it's Matthew Kyle is his name. Was negotiating with his wife to come out tonight because she wanted to spend some time with him. But I just thought it would be very interesting for these old college rivals, and they were probably rivals in the Japan Pro League for a little while as well, I'm guessing, but do not know. Okay, so this is a half of a fillet. I had a full tube of a fillet like that before, and this is the leftover from here. But again, thick cuts are the important part, so we're gonna go one here, and then this will be kind of like a leftover end cut there. And just like with the others, I'm trying to stand. Actually, these ones are so, okay, these ones will work a little better with the seasoning. So, little crazy jades here. Rub it in, rub it in. Little crazy jade here. Rub it in. And then these guys, I don't think I can do it the traditional way because they're too thin. Get them there and here. Flip them. So so at the place where I buy the fillets, this one isn't from my New Zealand friend, but it is grass-fed New Zealand beef. Anyway, if you buy a whole tube of it, in the packaging without them trimming it, you get like a 50 yen per 100 gram discount on it. So I love doing that because some people want just a leaner cut without the fat on there, but you know, the caveman in Japan diet, we want to have as much fat on there as possible. Okay, now I have to run back out and see how the burgers are doing because I think I left it on high heat. Oh, it smells good though, I'll tell you that. Woohoo! Yeah, so get that open. Turn the heat down. And then those are some cedar planks that I'd like to grill with as well. Get out the old trusty Broncos outdoor spatula. So let's go. Oops. Okay. Settle down, Mike. Settle down. I'm trying to do too much today, I think. A little bit hyper. Okay. And then these guys on the upper rack are still pretty soft. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my fillets and finish setting those up. Okay, again, we need a little bit more coconut oil. And this the coconut oil I deep fried the chicken wings in the other night. It's, you know, 2 or 3 days old, but still, I'm sure this, under this type of temperature, it would not go rancid for quite a while. So again, I love the word slather. We're going to slather these with coconut oil. And then I'm going to take another sheet of oven paper, put that on top of the fillets, put these coconut oil side up. Looks like there's a little mystery piece there. Okay, all right, so I was going to put the other stuff on top of this, but this is very uneven, so I'm not going to be able to do any more with these bad boys. So I'll put this over here. This falling off there. Okay. So the next one I'm going to do, so I think I'm done with the cutting board now. Get rid of, let's see, some cutting board in here.